A neighborhood is nothing without proper planning. Planning a neighborhood beforehand allows for proper placements of services such that everyone in that neighborhood can reach it and you have a well designed neighborhood and blocks. I am not a professional by any means, but today I'll show you that anyone can make a properly planned neighborhood. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first, let's slope this whole area out with the terrain matching the slope of the main road. I'll take the max height of 510 meters and slope it from where we can see the contour lines, and then slope the whole thing in a nice one go. By choosing to start from where the contour lines start, we are making sure there is minimal amount of height error with the main road. So we have this much land available with us. I can see over here we have river on the bottom side. So we have the least customizability of a road. So I would want our road to follow the banks nicely with at least 6 cell gap. So I will start from here and closely follow the banks. Some of the roads can be changed in future if needed, as there might come a lot of hit and trial. Now I extend a small road from here and then curve it around 120 degrees and extend that till the end. This road will be our guideline for making districts for the row housing. Then I can extend roads at 90 degrees over here and on the opposite side as well. Now I will start making some basic guidelines of 8 cell deep for our 4x4 row housings and then 14 unit blocks throughout. So as you can see, this or will be the most of our row housing, and some of which can be placed on the edges for some fade offs. Now let's come over here. We had a cemetery over here, but we had to remove it. So now I'm going to replace it over here in our neighborhood. I'll start with placing our cemetery over here facing towards the river. Now I will come a bit close and draw out an alleyway road from one end to the other. Now I will go to the road builder, and here I will add 90-degree parking to the opposite side of the cemetery. Now using move it, I will pull this road to its place and connect the rest of the connections. Now I will come over here and pull out a road from the corner down below, and just like this we will try to close in the big gaps that we see via the big roads. We are trying to make the roads as straight as possible, yet connect them with some smooth curves wherever it is necessary. This not only allows for easy zoning or plopping, but also makes things look clean. In real world, you will find or see all types of layouts. Some are very blocky and don't have any curves, which are mainly seen in downtowns, and some areas are completely organic, meaning they are made of curves and minimal straight roads, which are seen in hilly areas or in general in deep neighborhoods. And then there's a sweet mix of both, which is basically almost everywhere. And just like this, we have placed all the major roads, and this is how it is looking. So let's start filling this whole thing with the alleyway roads for our low density houses. I will make sure that we are leaving small gaps such that we can place smaller houses or commercials easily. In some areas we might need to replace the big roads so we can place the alleys easily, and this is how our final layout is looking. And now it's time to place all the services. Let's start by medical, and I want to place the clinic fairly in the center, so being small I can cover as many people as I can. Now moving to education, I will grab the small elementary school and I want to place this twice and connected, just like we did in Brixton Bay. So I will place this over here, switch off snapping to road, and using anarchy I will place the other one like so. And then I can extend a road from the other side to connect this one. Then for our high school, I think I want to use German high school as it can act as a private high school with its German architecture and unique look. I might as well use German elementary school somewhere later if needed to combine it with the private high school. Then comes the firehouse, and that will go on the left. This building also looks like a church, so it makes sense it goes in the area where we have more low densities. And lastly, we come to police station, which I will place on top right of the neighborhood. So we can't hit play right now as we will be losing a ton of money as we have added a lot of services but no houses to gain taxes from. So I will start with the row homes and zone it in these two blocks. And now I will start the huge procedure of plopping and zoning the houses. So around the cemetery I want to have smaller homes such that we have some space between them and the cemetery. One of the other reasons is I am using a smaller home is because I want to have some space between them so I can place thick trees like the oaks and the alders, which gives them a look that we have trees, but also we haven't just covered the entire property with trees. By this, not only we can see the properties from above, but with a few thick trees here and there, it also tells that this neighborhood isn't just all concrete, you know. And on the right side of the neighborhood we will zone some bigger plots like the 4x4s and the 4x5s, cause who doesn't love some big houses on the banks of the river, you know. And as we speak, we have finished the whole zoning of Clover Peak neighborhood. Now you can see how we have approached this build. Low densities on the corner, and as you go in you will find some medium densities and row housings where most population resides. So now we can proceed to make this look even better by placing some trees. So at first I will increase the age of the trees that are present in the assets itself, and then I will start with placing the oaks. While placing the oaks, I will try not to overdo it because it can get too much very soon. And then we will place the alders and so on. We can't leave the banks like this. So at first I am going to add some riverbed surfaces over there. We will start with the dry one, and as we move closer to the river, we will switch to the other two layers. And on the other side, I will use the faded ones to fade this off. Then I'm going to add some pathways to it. It will be sort of an walking area near the river. So let's make the pathway going all zig and zag till the other end of the neighborhood. And before we connect this to the main road, I want to quickly come over here and open the road builder, and just like we did with the alleyway road above, I want to add some parking on the side facing the river. I think an angled parking might look better, so let's upgrade this whole section of the road with this new road and connect the pathways to it. Now I will place the spruce trees on the side of the road, and with this we will finish off our neighborhood. Let's have a little review, shall we? And as you can see, we have finished everything and this neighborhood is fully complete. So let's start with the whole thing shebang about this being a well planned neighborhood. So as you can see from the top, we have had our low density houses surrounding the whole district or the whole neighborhood, and then as you will be moving in, you will see all of these row houses, and we also have a few medium density buildings to really increase the height of the whole district, because having all the row homes and just the elementary and high school peeking out, I mean, it could have looked good, but I still wanted to have some sort of like tall or maybe like medium sized buildings, hence medium density housing. So yeah. So we had that, and then I also placed oaks and other trees at reasonable places. So in some places we do have like quite old trees in smaller houses, but otherwise I have thoughtfully placed them such that they don't cover up the whole buildings too much, and you still can see the properties, but also you can have like this sort of greenery over here. And we also tried to place a few in between the row homes, because that's also necessary. And then on these big houses we have the small and big trees here and there. And then this angled parking lot is also looking so much better, and we have quite a lot of people using our pathway, so I think that's a plus also. And what else we did, so we placed this elementary school over here. I had to put a mulligan on a whole block and re-upgrade this road to an alleyway road compared to like a big road over here. And then I was able to place this elementary school at this angle, and I think it looks pretty good. And it also tells you that these two are private schools, so one is elementary and one is high school, so they are owned by someone, and it's private school, not a government school. But yeah, I think we have really pulled this off, and now everything looks cohesive and jam packed, yet we have nailed the look of the neighborhood. And even from low heights you can really tell we have low densities over here and on the corners. And then as we move in, we have all these row homes, and the fact that we have different sizes of row homes, so breakups over here, I think they also add to the realistic look. And then as you can see, some have wider front yard, some are like right on the street like these two. So I think the diversity is pretty good. And yeah, I think this will be it for this neighborhood, and we have managed to raise around 5,700 people, and we have went quite a lot up. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned something, and how to make a neighborhood or how to plan a neighborhood properly. And I hope you learned something out of this video. And if you did, then please hit like. And if you want to see more of these realistic builds or detailing guides or tutorials, then please hit subscribe and turn on notification. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till then, enjoy the cinematics and peace.